This is Sam Tolley. I've been thinking. I've given my Democrat friends a lot of grief concerning Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. And I've hammered them with what I thought was the mistreatment of black folks or Democrats. But I get no response from them. I get nothing. So I've been thinking, excuse me, maybe, just maybe I've been wrong about Joe. Maybe I've been wrong about the Democrat Party. Maybe black folks really need the Democrat Party. Most of us. Maybe I need them too, just don't realize it. Maybe the majority of black folks cannot use the internet. Maybe I'm just talking to white folks now, or Hispanic or Asians or whatever. Maybe the majority of black folks can't get voter identification. And I've heard that in some circles, particularly in California, they're talking about getting rid of letter grades in schools because it's discriminatory against minorities. So maybe most black folks can't read either. And maybe that's why they can't use the internet or get voter ID. So maybe they need Joe. Maybe we need Joe. Maybe I need Joe. And the Democrats. They always say that they're there for the poor. And I complain about them letting so many illegals across the border. But maybe I'm just being narrow-minded because they love the poor so much that they want to help the poor of all the world. And, black folks that can't read and can't get online and can't get ID, they should just welcome more poor to join them. And these schools, since grades don't matter, then, they'll just pacify people like me that can't learn. Make us feel good. I think that's what they really are trying to accomplish. They want to make us feel good. Joe just started this new initiative. Now, about a week ago, they said it was giving out crack pipes, but now they denied that. But they're saying they're going to give out lip balm and alcohol swipes and maybe even some sterile syringes because minorities love to get high. And they can't afford chapstick either or a bottle of alcohol. I guess, because they're not saying that they're just going to give this stuff to drug addicts on the street. They said it's going to be part of equity for minorities, and I guess most of us do drugs, do crack, do syringes. Not do syringes, but use syringes to stick stuff in our arms. It makes me wonder where I've been. I don't see this stuff. Am I blind? I just don't, maybe I'm just not relating to my people. So it's been difficult for me because I feel strange because I can read and I have ID and I know how to vote and I can use the internet. And maybe I'm on albatross or something weird. And I can't identify with the people they're talking about. But I'm trying. I'm trying to identify with the Democrats, how they love the minorities so much that ever since the Great Society, when LBJ and his administration helped transform the black family. It was like 75% of the black family was intact when Patrick Moynihan made his famous report about the Negro problem in America. And people got angry at him for saying that this 25% illegitimacy rate, where there was only one black parent, was bad. Not only were the white people mad at him, but black people too. But now that it's almost 75% of babies being born with only one parent, nobody's saying anything. So maybe he was wrong way back then, and so am I now. Because basically they got rid of the father, and they brought in the government as the father. You know what? Maybe that's it. Since the government is the father, and these men, these black men, don't have that responsibility to take care of families, I guess now that they use drugs, and the government wants to help them with their drugs to keep them pacified so they don't feel, what, inferior, inadequate, or guilty for not being there for their children and the women that they impregnate. I need to think about that. You know, because I was one of these men that was there for my wife and children. So, you know, this is something I have to try to grow and learn, because, you know, Joe, I mean, I had a hard time because, you know, Joe said that if I didn't understand the difference between him and Trump, I wasn't black. And maybe I thought about it wrong, because I thought I did understand the difference between him and Trump. But maybe I had the wrong difference. I was thinking that self-preservation, taking care of yourself, not depending on the government, working and that kind of thing, was something that I should want. And those seem like the kind of policies that Trump was helping to foster. But Mr. Biden seems like his policies are making you more dependent on the government. And I think it's maybe some minorities that are supposed to be more dependent on the government. As a black man, I'm supposed to be more dependent on the government. I'm not supposed to take care of myself. Maybe I'm even wrong by making this video, because it shows that I can do something that I shouldn't be smart enough to do. But I'm just bringing this out because I'm just, you know, wondering, since when I brought these propositions out to black folks, why do you still be Democrats? Why do you still be Democrats? See, I'm even talking that way now. Why are you still Democrats when these people obviously don't care for you? I get crickets. I get nothing. And they never justify it, but they stay loyal to it. And so since I couldn't figure it out, and it seems like the vast majority of them are going that rate, maybe I'm the one that's screwed up in the head. So maybe I owe Joe an apology. Maybe even I should wait to see if my chapstick and alcohol wipes and maybe even a crack pipe shows up. Of course, I don't know how to use that thing, and I don't even know where to get the stuff for it, or the syringe. I don't like taking shots anyway, so, you know, I don't know. But, you know, that's all I have to say. You know, maybe I was wrong about Joe and the Democrats. Sam Tolly, I'm going to think about it while I'm out of here.